Hey, welcome to my last video on Jurassic Park review. I am going to be reviewing all the Jurassic Park movies so we can get to Jurassic World, which is coming out tomorrow, but I will be seeing it hopefully on Sunday, and I'll give you guys a review on that. So, like I said, I already did Jurassic Park, the first one review, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. Um, but now we'll move on to the sequel, which was The Lost World Jurassic Park. First of all, the title's a little weird. The Lost World Jurassic Park. It's just a very interesting title to use. I think it should have been more like Jurassic Park 2 or Jurassic Park: The Lost World. It just sounds better. I mean, The Lost World Jurassic Park. It just sounds a little backwards, you know. I think they should have renamed the movie to like Jurassic Park 2 or Jurassic Park, the the origin of Site B or something, or Jurassic Park: The Lost World. There's something like that. This movie has a lot of mixed reactions. I mean, a lot of people have mixed reactions about this one. Some people think it's a really good movie. Some people think it's okay, but nothing special. A lot of people just hate this movie too. A lot of people have mixed reactions to it. I see people who hate this movie. I see people who, just absolutely just love this movie. I've seen people that are just like, it's there. It's not good or bad, but whatever. But now I want to get my thoughts on it because I really need to. And my house, I gotta say this right now. This was actually the first Jurassic Park movie I ever saw growing up. I remember I got the VHS tape of it, and I think my mom bought it for me, and I ended up watching it all the time. Then I saw Jurassic Park 3 there, then I believe it was Jurassic Park 1 after that. So it wasn't until I got older until I realized Jurassic Park was the better movie. But that being said, because I liked Lost World Jurassic Park so much as a kid, I mean, does it still hold up today? As you get older, you find some mistakes and you find flaws, but you also find other things that you also liked about it. I want to address something right now. This movie is a mixed bag, and there's a really good reason for it being a mixed bag. It kind of takes a chance. First, it takes place on a different island. The effects are still good, in my opinion. Some people claim the effects aren't as good. I think they're still pretty good. Now, the animatronics are still impressive. Um, Ian Malcolm's back, but he seems a little bit more emo-like rather than kind of charming. He's more like, go as fast as you can, go as fast as you can. It's like that. It's like, what happened to the laugh thing from the first one? And this one's actually a little bit darker. And a lot of people, one of the things that people complained about was it not just being dark, but the fact it's kind of unpleasant to look at. While the first one, it was a lot of color and a lot of awe-inspiring stuff with the visuals. It was like, oh, this is beautiful. But the second one was all like dark. You felt like you're in like a graveyard or cemetery. So it was weird. A lot of people also think that this movie like barely had anything to do with Jurassic Park. I mean, if you look right here, this is Michael Crichton's The Lost World, not Lost World Jurassic Park. I can understand why they had to rename the movie The Lost World Jurassic Park, just because people will probably get confused for like a remake of The Lost World. But in a sense, it kind of is. I mean, people go to a place where they find dinosaurs on there. They didn't know about it. They go there, there's dinosaurs. They end up bringing one of them back and terrorizes the city or something like that. Or they just bring it to the place and then they end up taking it back home. And that's pretty much what The Lost World is. Excuse me, is probably what I think is. Yeah, so apologize for that. So I think it's more of a Lost World remake rather than a sequel to Jurassic Park. Because as a sequel to Jurassic Park, I mean, it's okay, but it feels more like a remake. I think if they were just called Lost World and just that is like a reboot, I think people would not, been, as frustrated as it is. But the fact they put Jurassic Park in there and they add characters back from Jurassic Park, the first one, it just kind of gives people mixed reaction to it. There are dumb moments like the gymnastics, the girl in the movie who uses her athletic gymnastics ability to knock over a raptor. I mean, it's just like, "Hey, you!" and a raptor looks and kicks it. It was just like, as a kid, I didn't mind, but after I've grown older, like a lot of people complain about, it. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's like, I mean, it's different, but at the same time, it's kind of, it's dumb. It's just dumb. I mean, why would you go, "Hey, you," and the raptor actually look? It's just kind of dumb, and it just swings and kicks out of things. It's like, wow. It looks more like something they do for like a cartoon or something, or like a cheesy action movie. Yeah, so a lot of people have mixed reactions about this. What is the plot? Ian Malcolm's girlfriend finds out. Um, Ian Malcolm finds out his girlfriend's on another island called Site B, and he gets a rescue team to go rescue her. But they end up staying there and getting stranded with a bunch of these poachers and guys who are trying to take dinosaurs and build their own amusement park in San Diego. And they go in and try to stop them, but also try to survive and get out of there. Now, a lot of people have mixed reactions about this too, especially Doug Walker. I want to explain something. He also complained about how these guys, the main characters like Vince Vaughn, Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, characters like all these main characters you like or you're supposed to like end up being, they consider them more like jerks and the villains in the movie where it's like, oh, we're here to help, and they unlock all the cages and the dinosaurs get loose and they start causing a rampage toward everybody, and Doug and Robert kind of like saying that in nostalgia critic thing. I was like, oh, but that's terrible. I mean, like, yeah, you're trying to save people, but yet you're causing people to get hurt or even killed. And I guess I can understand that for a point, but at the same time, it's like it's like a bunch of poachers catch a bunch of endangered animals and other animals. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna let them, kill them, or are you gonna do something about it? But then again, you can make the argument that those are animals and these are dinosaurs. These are usually vicious or bigger. So you can make the argument there. Another thing was during the film, they bring the baby T-Rex to the RV. And it's like, are you stupid? And that was a stupid move because even Ian and everyone else are like, yeah, this is a bad idea. Take the baby out of there. And of course, something bad happens. The parents come in, get the baby, but they tip the RV over. And what happens? The poachers end up saving their lives, rescuing them. And then later, what happens? Vince Vaughn takes one of the guys' shells. And now here's the thing that kind of they didn't really explain very well. The nostalgia critic. If you watch his review, he goes, "You took their only means of defense." I want to point something out because first of all, it was only one gun. I'm going to repeat that again. It was only one gun. It wasn't like he took everybody else's bullets. I mean, you clearly saw they had a lot of guns and still had a lot of other supplies. Two, he had tranquilizer, so he was all right. So even if you took away the bullets, he still had tranquilizer, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Three, he was going to kill a dinosaur, and it's a living being. I mean, it was in his territory, and plus it was the chick's fault in the first place because she had to bring a blight jack and T-Rex follow them there. So it just came over there, and you guys were acting like assholes and moving around. And that got him, startled and started attacking people. So you shouldn't have been shot in the first place because it was their fault. Actually, it was Julia's fault because she's the one who had to wear the blight jacket to bring the blight thing in the first place. Like, and four, like I said, these are poachers. These are guys that were trying to. You saw what this guy was trying to do. He was trying to kill a T-Rex or capture one for a trophy. It wasn't like protection. It was more like, I gotta kill this thing to put on my wall. It's like, how can you root for that guy? How are you rooting for a guy that wants to kill a dinosaur? for sport. Like, he's not doing it to save his friends. He's doing it because he wants to put his head on the wall. Until later we realize after he captures it, it's like, oh yeah, my friend died. Well, I'm done. But that came before, way before then, that scene. So that's the only downside, is that he didn't really explain that very well. So I want to explain. Also, at the very end, a lot of people thought the ending was a mixed bag as well. The ending where the T-Rex gets loose San Diego was pretty cool in my opinion. If I remember, I don't think it happens in the book. I don't think it happens in the book. But it leads more towards the actual Lost World, how it happened, where a dinosaur gets loose into a city and destroys stuff. So they can, again, it leans more towards a natural reboot rather than a book or anything doing Jurassic Park. Long story short, they get the adult back, the T-Rex back in the boat, and they get back to the island. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot to talk about this. So I just want to get these reviews done and over with. But I want to talk about great length of detail, because I like it when other people talk about this stuff too, but it's like, I might as well do it myself. I mean, so yeah, so that's Lost World. I mean, it's got a lot of flaws, but I still enjoy it. I really do enjoy watching it, but is it as good as I remember? Is it really as good as I thought it would be after all these years when I saw it as a kid? No. As a kid, I fell in love with it. As I'm growing up, I soon realized that it's not a perfect movie. It's not a great movie. It's just a enjoyable, entertaining movie. Again, a lot of people would disagree, and you know what? That's fine. I can understand why. I mean, not all people like this movie, and I can see their point of view. But there are some people out there that do like it, so I'm with you guys personally. So overall, this is a good movie for my opinion, but it's nothing spectacular, and it's not. And like I said, it's not even compared to the first one. The first one's not even going to be touched. So don't think I think the second one's better than the first. I thought that when I was a kid, but now I realize that the first one's better. Oh, excuse me. Allergies. So that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So one more movie left to go before Jurassic World. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for Jurassic Park 3.